Hello everyone. I hope you're doing well. Sorry for the inconsistent posting. It's honestly really hard to film or edit or just do anything outside of work. But I don't know if this can be my last video before the end of the year. Hopefully I get this edited, posted before the end of the year. That would be nice. Let me just move my chair. Yeah, I don't know whether this will be the last video before 2025. Perhaps. I'm not gonna set too many ambitious goals, but I thought a good way to end the year would be to flick through my 2024 planner, my Hobonichi Weeks, because it's quite bulky and there's a lot of things I started and I didn't do and things that I changed, I guess, along the way. So I thought I could do that. This here is Leon from one of my favorite video game franchises, which is Resident Evil, and this version of him specifically from Resident Evil 4, which is one of my favorite ones. I have him on the back of my phone case, but if I did hang him, it would go like that in the video and it'd be annoying, so I just unclipped him. So this is him from Resident Evil 4 and this is him from Resident Evil 2. And it's from Good Louse and they do a lot of other keychains for other video games if you're interested. Sorry if I sound out of breath. I'm a little bunged up. So let's get into it. I was in the Hobonichi Weeks, to no surprise, in 2024. The first one I ever got was in 2023, so this was my second one. And the 2023 one I got was just a normal one, and very quickly I ran out of pages in the back because I like to journal. So I got a mega, and the only colour I liked last year was the navy blue one, and I'm really not a navy blue girl, so I'm not gonna lie, I found it hard to connect with this book, which sounds really stupid. And I stayed with it, in it the whole year, because at the end of the day, a plan is meant to be functional. But I just didn't feel a connection to it like I did my very first one. So I'm sure if you go through my Instagram, there's many iterations of how I decorated the front. But ultimately, the one I kept was I put in the 2025 leaflet because it kind of looked a bit spooky. And then this is a clothing tag from merch I got from Creepcast and I thought it's cool. So I just slipped it in there. But it always turns around, which is annoying. So that's the front. And when you open it, I have some post-it notes here. And then something actually to this day, it's one of my most liked pictures on Instagram. I think it has something crazy 8,000 likes. Is this. And I just did it for fun. And it's just a little doodle of my 2024 goals. So, poetry zine. I made my poetry zine, and if you still want it, it's linked on my Ko-fi, but I made my poetry zine and I was really happy with it, and I did it pretty early on, and I also made my Ghoul Guide zine. I haven't hit 10k on Insta. But I'm very close to hitting 8k. But also, numbers isn't necessarily a goal. I just put that there because I thought it'd be nice. But I'm not upset that I haven't hit it or anything. Another big goal that I have was I really wanted to go on a trip. And I even wrote it doesn't have to be abroad. But I did go abroad. I went to Portugal with my best friend. So, I'm really glad this one happened. Still haven't bought a printer, so here's to hoping 2025 I finally get a printer. But it's so complicated trying to buy a printer, so it just overwhelms me and then I never do it. Monetize my YouTube channel, so I did do that, and I think I got one payment from it, but I'm not complaining. But at the same time, I've really not been consistent with YouTube. And then another goal that I haven't done is taking vitamins, because like the printer, it's just so complicated and I don't know where to start, and there's so many vitamins, and obviously you need all of them, but I kind of don't know which ones that I should prioritize. But yeah, those are my 2024 goals. I think did I stick this page? Yeah, I think I stuck that page together. On this page is like the year overview, but I covered it up with these two things. One was the meals, so things that I could eat for breakfast, lunch and dinner, and then the snacks options, and then the daily routine page. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't really refer back to this. I'm not really a reference person, so as useful as it looks, I just didn't end up referring back to it. This is a little health tracker that just ended up becoming a period tracker. Let me take this paper clip off so we can look at the monthly spreads. I really like the monthly spreads, so I use them for future planning. So let's say we're on December 1st, but I know things are happening later on in the month, I'll plan them in. So the monthly spreads are like really useful for me, especially since I don't know how you visualize your time, but I visualize my month as like this. So it really helps. And I just write bills and appointments. It's really interesting to see what was going on this time last year. And this was January. It's really interesting because I didn't have a job this time last year. So just really interesting to see when I had interviews and stuff. This is a Megan Rhiannon sticker. March was Ramadan. There's a baby shower. April, this was a free sticker kit, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like it. I think like something I was struggling with in 2023 was how to decorate my monthly spreads, but I think in my something I was struggling with in my 2024 weeks was how to do my monthly spreads, like how to make it nice and decorate it. But I think in my new 2025 one, I've gotten the hang of it, like how to balance the functional aspect with the decorative. This is May, which is honestly one of the worst times of this year. Like May was a horrible month, and you know that because I missed a lot of work because I was just really like ill. On my 24th birthday was like I wasn't really happy during my 24th birthday, but I appreciate that my family and loved ones try to make it a nice day for me. And we did go to, which I didn't put it in, but we went to the safari park for my birthday. That was a nice time. This is June. I don't know, these stickers are from Etsy like a couple of years ago. I don't really know where they're from though. And we're approaching the summer. So this is July. And then because I was working at school, I had the summer holidays. This is August, and I went to Faro in Portugal. And my nephew was born August 1st. This is September. I started a new job. This is October. So I think by October and September-ish, like I feel like I kind of understood how I wanted to decorate, and I think this works for me because it's not too decorative to the point where I'm not being able to see the dates, but it's not so sparse, if that makes sense. So in October, I went during the half term back to Reading, and then I saw my friend. And I was sick in October, so in September I got a really bad chest infection that lasted for like a month. This is November. And then in November I moved into the 2025 weeks, so I didn't really use the monthlies from here. But now if we go on to the first weekly spread, so this is the first ever one. And I was using, I think, just the normal ballpoint pen. I had a hair appointment. I think that's when I cut my hair short. Oh yeah, I chopped my hair off. From it being down to my waist to it now being a little past my ears. A choppy layered 90s style bob. And I don't know where loads of these stickers from. I mean, these ones are just Megan. Some of these ones are from like a pet PET tape. And then this is one from Etsy. This is like a gloomy one. So this Frankenstein sticker is from Megan Rhiannon's shop. And this is just an MD washi tape, the cat one. And yeah, like I pretty much still use it like this, where I divvy like half the page. Left hand side is events, appointments. Right hand side is to-do lists, habit track at the top. And because this is when I didn't have a job, I would struggle to wake up before noon. So, kind of ashamed to admit it, but I was really struggling with sleep back here. Like I just wake up so late, and that didn't really help. Like when you don't have a job and you feel pretty like useless in a way, and then you're not waking up early and you just feel like life has no purpose. And I know that sounds really depressing, but it wasn't a depressing time, but I just felt really like, what am I doing with my life around this time? So yeah, I was sticking to the ballpoint pen, just the Hobonichi one. Christmas Day, had a party. These are the Megan Rhiannon printouts. But I used the Minbin printer, which is a thermal one, so as you can see, it fades because it's like a receipt. So it's not very good for long-lasting things, I suppose. Although this one did kind of stay. And again, these are Megan Rhiannon stickers. Still in January. My cassette player, and right now I have the Rosé's new album, Rosie, in it, and I have to say my favourite songs are Stay a Little Longer, 3 AM, and I think 2 Years, but Stay a Little Longer. I'm not even a ballad girl, but holy moly, I love that song. But yeah, so my cassette player arrived. Love that thing. Nothing interesting is going to happen for a while because my life was really not interesting at this point. This is when I try to put in meal planning. I'm not a cook, and I don't, I guess that's something I should improve on in 2025 is I just hate cooking, so trying to be more self-sufficient when it comes to eating rather than relying on other people to cook. That would be a real working point. And I think very quickly this meal tracking planning thing fizzles out. So this is using Megan Rhiannon stickers. And then Ramadan started on March 11th. And yeah, as you can see, because of Ramadan, like you don't really need to plan your meals because you're barely eating in Ramadan. This washi tape is from Nicole Josephine, and I love that washi tape. So I'm still using the biro. I think I used it for quite a while. I didn't even realize I used it for that long. It'd be interesting to see when I stop using it. And these are Maryberry Studio stickers, and I actually have a discount code because I'm a rep for her store. So Dozy15 if you want 15% off. I think this is when I first became a rep for her store. And this is when I switched pens, and I'm using the Zebra Sarasa one, I think in Camel. Just to change it up a bit, and I do like how this week turned out. Oh, this is when I started my first day at my new job, which is now my old job. But yeah, that was my first day. April 22nd. I had a spa day. That was fun. And I think this is also when I slowly started to become really not well. And you'll see it because I'm barely using these, and yeah, kind of hard to look back at these pages because I know like my mental state wasn't good, and like in this one I tracked like I was on so many medications. I was on steroids, antibiotics, and heavy sleep pills, so I was tracking my the medications that I was taking because I had to take a lot at certain times. And as you can see, like in this page, gosh, no deco. And then even though I did do deco on this page, I barely used my planner. I really was not in a good place. And I think I skipped work this whole week, and then I was back to work. And then that was the week of my birthday, so I turned 24. And then on the 25th, we went to a safari zoo park. And that was a fun day. But yeah, May was a really rough month. As you can see, like, I wasn't really using my planner a lot. And then I think in June, I really wanted to just pick myself back up again. So sometimes using a coloured pen and bright colours makes you feel, it's like what's it called? A placebo effect. And these are Megan Rhiannon stickers. I really like this one with the book and the cherries. And I think this is when I ordered my, not ordered, but I bought a Zebra Sarasa multi-pen, and I believe this is when I start using it. And then, yeah, because this is the blue version. And I really like how this looked. And then this week, oh, and I had a job interview on the week before for my current job. This is cool. This was just me using pen. A random spooky spooky themed weeks in July. These stickers are from like an ephemera set on Amazon. You can find like loads of them. And then like this is the summer holidays. Oh, skipped a week. This is a nice like spread. I like the like muted pink theme. My nephew was born. This was I remember this week was like really hot. And then this was the week I went to Portugal. So obviously I'm not like planning. So I just wrote out like the details of when we departed, what gate, when the gate closed, what seat, and like the train times, and then a little synopsis of what we did that day. So we flew out on the Monday from Gatwick. And then on the second day, we went to Ria Formosa, which was an ecological boat tour, and it was really nice. And I love boat rides because why was that the most calming thing I've ever done? And then that evening we did a sunset boat tour, which was beautiful and very romantic, but I was there with my best friend. And then on the third day we went to the beach. And then the fourth day, so we went there for long, we were flying out on this day, but we did shopping on this day. And we got home around midnight, and then I stayed at her flat. So it's a very long travel time. And then I had like a packing list. But yeah, I loved Portugal. And then this week I was starting my new job, so in Portugal this week, and then this week I was starting my new job, which was on the Thursday. And these are, this is the Nicole Josephine washi tape, and then this is a Mary Berry sticker. And then obviously Megan Rhiannon's. So how I use my planner really hasn't changed. I really like this week. These are all, apart from these, which are, I think, what's it called? I don't want to say Midori. Soutelier, yeah. These are Soutelier. The rest are Megan Rhiannon, and then these little headers are from Nicole Josephine. And like, as you can see, I'm very much a stick to what works kind of person, so I don't really switch up. And then this washi tape, absolute favourite, is from Paloma the Peach and the Fish. And then these are PET tapes I was gifted by a knock. This is also a nice week. September, then we get into October. It's so weird to think this is like a couple of months ago, because it's in a different book. It feels like a different lifetime ago. But we're still in the same year. And I barely used it this week. Getting into Halloween. I think this was half term. No, it wasn't half term. I just didn't use it that week. These stickers I got, I don't know the name of the shop, but in Birmingham there's something called Red Brick Market, I think. And it was like a little sticker shop in there. This was the half term. And then these two stickers are from Good Louse. It's this sticker sheet, which is like a creepypasta sticker sheet, which I also saw in the market, the Red Brick one. But they also have like an online shop that I have ordered from. So I just thought, I've never seen a creepypasta themed sticker sheet, sorry, and it was just amazing. And I'm not really saying much because, like, there's really nothing going on. And, oh my god, this was the last week because I was too excited to wait another week before I got into my 2025 one. So this is the very last week in this book, which is crazy to think. Wait, was it the last week? Yeah. And then I don't use it for the very last weeks. And I know some people would find that annoying, but I had spent a year in this book because I started the previous November, so to me it's just, you know, it makes sense. And then I use the notes pages of my daily diaries, and I like made a little cover page for it. So I started on December 1st in this book. The little headers. And then I stopped doing headers. And sometimes I write a whole page, sometimes half a page, sometimes I skip a day. It's really not like a rigid thing, but whatever I feel like. And then I did a little 2023 in review. So in January, I graduated. Well, I didn't graduate. I had my master's graduation ceremony in January of 2023. February, I said I did freelance. That was for a day, but we were really like struggling to find things in February. March, I had a depressive slump. April, It was Ramadan and I did a lot of late night gaming. May, my grandma stayed and I turned 23. June, we were moving from Basingstoke to Birmingham, so it was packing. In July, we went to Bournemouth and I saw Old Harry Rocks, and I also hit 1,000 followers on Instagram. And then in August, I went to stay at my brother's place because we couldn't move into this house until the end of August, so there's like a month where we were all staying like in separate places. September, I moved to Birmingham and started my YouTube channel. October is when I opened my Etsy shop, you know, like the one that I don't do anymore. We won't talk about that. It's when I tried to like make stickers because people asked, because I do doodles. But like it's not easy, and I don't know, like I have a lot of imposter syndrome, but I only did it for the people that wanted to do it. I also saw my friend Grace. November, I cut my hair and had like another depressive slump. And then December, I hit 5,000 on Instagram, and then I wrote nothing. So that's like a year in review. I think I did one for 2024, right? I think I'll do one in my 2025 one. More journaling. I don't really like these headers. I guess I was anxious that day. Here, I kind of give up with the headers. I think I was going through a rough time, and you can usually tell when I slightly give up. But at the same time, I'm journaling, so did I really give up? So these are like really boring pages. Here, got a new pen, so I tried it. And I start doodling again. So I remember this day so nicely. These are like 3 of my little nephews. Japanese pancakes. That's when I got my cassette player. Dumb moment, because I didn't know how to open these, the cases, and I was like really struggling, and I just didn't know you do it like that. So my age was showing because I obviously didn't grow up with cassettes. Oh, there's some t-shirts. So I got another haircut. Baby shower. Ramadan. Babysitting a nephew. Got carpets put in our living room. I was ill. Oh, that's when I watched a film called Murder Mubarak, which is an Indian one. I think this is when my sister-in-law's sister-in-law went into labour. This is when we had like a welcome home for the baby party. And then I don't think I doodle much after this point. I think it's like sometimes I do. This is Eid. I did a little haul. And this is when, so there's like a large, no, not a large gap. When we go from April to May, I just stopped journaling. And then on May 10th, I was like, hill went downhill from here, and I drew a little tombstone. I don't really pick up journaling till May 19th. And then from here, it's a bit sporadic, because from May 20th to June 3rd, there's a bit of a gap. And I don't doodle as much as I did before. I should probably like doodle more. Because it was really nice to look back and like see what that day was just from the doodle. Like I could viscerally remember drawing it, so it kind of like evokes a memory. I went to Portugal. These are me journaling in Portugal. No, sorry. This isn't in Portugal. This is when I booked the trip to Portugal. My nephew was born. This is when we were in Portugal. So, en route, boat day, beach day. That's a very shitty drawing of the beach, but we work with what we have. I think the rain somehow got into this page and it smudged a bit. And then it's just writing. It's very rarely a doodle. And this is the last day I journaled in here, November 15th. And then there's the empty pages at the back. Then I've got to be careful. So these back pages, I don't really use them. I thought something cute that I could do was on my 100 and using this page is my favourite moments of 2024. So playing Articulate with my sister-in-law's family, January 1st. Going to Leamington Spa, February 4th. Day out with my best friend, 18th of February. Baby shower, 3rd of March. Haircut, 8th of March. And I just didn't write anything else. So we did 3 months of favourite moments and then just gave up. So otherwise I think that would have been a really cute thing to do. Maybe I should try it again because I just forgot. Like, I know what this is, the Articulate, I remember it, and it's like I wouldn't have remembered it if I didn't write it down like that. And then the Leamington Spa Day, again, like I forgot about it until I reminded myself here. An interview with myself. The one thing I'm determined to do in 2024, I want to get a job, any job, and save money. I want to go abroad at least once, and I did all of that. Okay, so the one thing I won't do this year is letting people diminish my worth, even if it is me doing it. I want to advocate more for myself. I don't know, I guess that's not something you're going to really learn in a year, is it? Song of the year is We're All Eating Each Other. I wouldn't really say that's my song of the year. I would say my song of the year is Pink Pony Club by Chappell Roan, probably. And then on this page, I actually write people's addresses. So let me just cover that. And then I don't really do this. But in 2023, I used this as a mood tracker, so I might do that again. And then I think that is the end of this planner. So all however many weeks, a whole year's worth. This is the pencil board I used with this planner. This is the Heroku Kubota one from 2024. And yeah, like that's how I use my planner. I was in it faithfully, you know, I'm not really a planner hopper. Yeah, a whole year's worth. And it's really interesting to go back and see it. So I hope you enjoyed this video and thank you for watching. And if I don't see or speak to anyone, have a great Christmas if you celebrate, and have a happy new year. Bye.